Okay, so hi, I am Janet Beatrice. My business is Heartbeat Coaching, and I do homepage copy reviews and homepage, and I do coaching for people's homepage copy and other pages on their website. And today, Deborah Knight she is a law of attraction coach, and she has kindly allowed me to publicly uh, review her website, the homepage only. So thank you, Deborah.
You're welcome. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I am too. So this will be the review, and I'm not going to change anything because the whole idea is that Deborah's going to make the changes, and along the way I will probably help her. I might give her some ideas, but for now I'm letting her know what uh, what to change and why. So I'm going to start a screen share now.
Yeah, I've never had eyes on my page before, so this is exciting. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Those critical eyes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it can be a little bit uncomfortable, um but it can be really useful to have anybody else, because we're all, even I'm a copywriter, and I should have mentioned, yes, I'm a copywriter and a certified professional coach. But even if you're a copywriter, you still have that subjectivity. So it's always good to have somebody else look at it. And it's a beautiful site, as anyone can see. It's very nicely done. Great pictures of you, Deborah.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to start with something negative.
Please.
Yeah, so right here you say schedule a call. And so one thing you want to be careful for is you want to lead people to the call to action, um, because they're not going to see you and right away. That this part is crucial. In fact, it's what they call above the fold, what people first see. And this is where you want to capture their attention and get them interested. But you don't want to jump to scheduling a call. But the other thing is, it might seem like, well, it's just a call, not a big deal, but it can be scary for people. They're probably not going to be ready yet for a call. So you want to focus. Generally, it's a better idea to focus on the opt-in, the freebie. Then you get them on your email list, and you gradually build trust as they learn more about what you offer. They learn more about you. They see that you're offering value, and so you build trust over time.
So the opt-in should be above the fold.
No. I mean, it can be, but the first thing you want to do is get your target audience, not everybody, but your target audience, to look at the headline, at the homepage, at this part, and say, oh, that's me. You want them to be like nodding, oh, wow, that's me. And this is what I need. This is what's been making me crazy. I need this.
Right.
So, so when we go on to the headline, you write, are you stuck on the gerbil wheel of life? And that's a really nice analogy there. Feeling unfulfilled and frustrated. You know there's more to life, but you just don't know how to make it all stop. So I think this is a good headline, but I don't think it's the best headline for your target audience, because I can tell you that when I looked at it, if I hadn't known what you were doing, I would have thought you were somebody who helps people with overwhelm. And what you do is very different. So it's a well-written headline. I don't want, so that's good. And but darn it, I did this on the, hold on.
This is all great information. It's so funny because, I'm working with a business coach and trying to fit my what I do into a square box. So all you're telling me is perfect, perfectly aligned with me.
Oh, good. Okay. It fits in with what your business coach is telling you.
No, I'm having a problem trying to fit into the square box of the business coach.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is so beautifully aligned with me, who I am.
Oh, can you tell me what is the square box?
The square box is, well, nobody's going to, because I used to have this vibration. I used to have the words vibration, manifestation, frequency on the top, right? Above the
Yeah?
fold. And she was just like, nope, you're not going to attract the right people. And I was just like, oh, but they are my people. My people will understand that. And so
Oh,
we had a little bit of a, you know, making me change things to fit into this box of what is the old way of doing things, right? I have to speak
oh.
this language.
That's
But yes, this is what I do, and how I do it is through energy. But people need to know that I'm an energy worker. I work with the energies of the universe, and they can't tell that by looking at this at all.
yeah, yeah. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised because you don't want to convince people who aren't into it. You're looking for those people, and there are
Thank
enough of
you.
those people. You don't want to try to attract people who are not into it. You want,
Thank you.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
thank you. This is so validating
oh,
for me.
good. I'm glad to see that. Um, can I just ask you, on your screen, what are you seeing now? Are you seeing your homepage still?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I switched pages and I just wasn't sure what you were viewing. So I'm looking at what you sent me, and so I just want to read a little bit of that, and because you did say my target is a conscious aware woman. She's tired of being on the gerbil wheel of working and doing everything to find happiness. She's satisfied and has moments of joy but knows there's something more. So that's all valid, but like you said, and I'm glad we are on the same page, it doesn't quite say what you want to say. It doesn't, I didn't feel like it was going to resonate with your target audience. Then you said she's been learning and going deeper into spirituality, and the deeper she goes, the more she realizes how out of alignment she is with her soul design, her reason
Yes.
for being here.
Yeah.
And that resonated with me.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Yeah, so out of alignment with your soul design, I mean, I I feel that. Um,
Thank you.
and it's the kind of thing that makes that resonates with me. So there, you've got somebody here
Thank
already
you.
who is, you're welcome. Um, and on the one hand, like the gerbil wheel is more a concrete image. So
Right.
if you can find a more concrete image to use with those ideas, and I will send that back to you, um, those words, because I think you probably will want to use it somewhere. I don't know if it'll be in the headline, um,
Right.
but I think those words are really good words to use because they do resonate.
Yeah.
Okay, um, and then I was going to tell you a little more in terms of just overall. It feels a little like you want to have a flow going from, the client the ideal client recognizes herself. She sees that you have an answer. She knows she has something that's upsetting her that she wants to change. She sees that you have an answer, um, and then she sees that if she opts into your freebie, this is something that will help her right away, and you will be sending her more tips, and she will find out more about you. Um, and from there, you can offer more things like videos. When you have a list, you can do more to help people and build up more trust, um, and kind of create that marketing
Right.
funnel where you have that easy
Right.
entry, and then maybe from there, maybe you do a workshop, or maybe you start with free videos, and then maybe you have a paid course for several people. And you can be offering the one-on-one coaching the whole time, but
Yeah.
you're built, but
I
me,
have, yeah, I have all of the above.
great.
I have a course that's not even, it's like,
Oh, that's
don't
right.
even see it. You really don't see it.
You
It's the
don't see
group
it?
coaching. It's the group coaching is the course.
Here it is, the magic of manifestation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like this. This all looks good. The
Oh,
testimonials are really nice. Very good testimonials.
thank you.
Um, and
You've
that's really,
already given me so much. You've
really?
already, yes. I can't tell you that validation of just,
Oh,
these are not my words. They don't represent me.
I'm really glad to hear that because I really, it's like, I hope she's not going to like hate hearing, oh, your headline is well
Um,
written, but you got to get rid of it.
yeah, no,
And you're just
I'm telling,
happy, like, yay.
I cannot tell you how I am so appreciative right now.
Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So, it's not wrong to bring this up so quickly, but I feel a little like there's a flow that you want to be going through that takes people there,
Right.
especially because, and that will change right here. Like I said,
Right.
this to me looks like somebody who's coaches people who are overwhelmed and
Right.
just straightforward. And then 50 Ways to Raise Your
Right.
Vibe, it doesn't,
It
there's a
doesn't flow.
disconnect.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, and
Oh
now
God,
you
I'm scared for this part. This is awful. This is
Don't
awesome.
worry, don't worry. I mean, one thing is everybody does this. It's like it's just helpful to have somebody else look because um, you know we all can use, like I said, we can all use some objectivity. There are so many homepages that just say, "Welcome to Deborah Knight Coaching," and that's the
Right.
headline.
Right.
And so this has a decent headline. It's just for a different
Not the right one. It's just
audience.
not right. It's not the right one.
Yeah. So,
I have to say, I've never heard about the flow before of what you just told me, recognizing
oh,
herself, seeing herself, that I have the answer. And that is beautiful. I love that. It makes it so much easier for me to now work with.
oh, good. Yeah, you want to kind of lead them.
Yeah.
I think there's a famous copywriter. Well, the famous copywriter is famous to other copywriters. Nobody else has heard of them, but there was a famous copywriter, and I can't remember which one, who calls it a slippery slope. You're taking them
It's a
down a
story. Like
slope.
I have to create the
Yeah.
story for them. Yeah, I'm so thrilled.
Okay, great. So now you've got this, okay, you've done everything you thought would make you happy, but no, there is something more for you, so much more. And this to me kind of connects with the headline more than what you're doing. Um, so I don't know that this really resonates. This part does, though. You've heard about energy work and the law of attraction, but haven't quite figured out how to put it to work in your own life. And that's a very common issue with people who've tried
Hmm.
the law of
Yeah.
attraction. You're
Yeah.
in the right place. So that's fine. Um, and when you change the headline, I mean, you might change it again to fit in with the flow.
Right.
Um, and so you've got a pretty big gap here, but you actually do need something because you have a list here, but you
Hmm.
don't have an introduction to the list. Like
Right.
when you raise your vibration, you will, or when you something like that. The other thing is, so I think I counted 13 bullet points here.
Yeah. Too many, right?
Yeah, yeah. And marketers say the right number, the best number, I should say, is 5 or 7,
Okay.
not 6.
Yeah, even I'm overwhelmed looking at it right now. I'm like, oh gosh.
I was overwhelmed and I wasn't like initially my inclination was not to read it because it was a little, oh, and the
Right.
whole idea of bulleted lists is to make it less overwhelming, but it's a
Right.
lot. So you want to cut it down to 5 or 7, and marketers have
Okay.
found that for some reason the odd numbers look, I don't
Yes.
know, people respond more. They do a lot of testing,
Yep.
but don't make it 6.
Yeah.
um,
And a lot of that can be put in once they go further. They're going to learn all of this of what I do anyway.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
what you want to do here is really you want to have a few things that are really going to resonate with them. So, like, feel more confident is a little bit, I mean, it's good, it's a good thing, but you want, like, learn what your vibe has to do with creating your reality. That's one that you want to keep.
Oh, I can take half of those out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, keep the
Easily.
ones that really that
Yeah.
feel like they're just more, they have the power to make
Yeah.
people think, "Oh yeah, I want that."
Do you like the last one? Discover and follow what brings you joy?
I do. I like that.
Okay. Because that's
Yeah.
really a lot of what I do. I mean,
Oh, okay.
that's tapping into the divine matrix because this is where the joy lives. This is so helpful. Just hearing your
Okay, great.
feedback. Yeah.
Great. And I think at this point, this might be a good place to put the vibe, put this, because it might fit in. It depends on what you do. It might fit in with the flow earlier,
Right.
and it's free. It's low risk, so it's not like schedule a call, which makes
Right.
people nervous. And um,
It's so
it's,
contradictory to what I'm being told, and it's so
that's
funny.
interesting.
And yeah, but at the same time, I'm an energy worker. It has to feel good.
Absolutely.
It cannot be, and that's what I'm fighting. It's like I'm trying to put myself, and a lot of us are trying to put ourselves in these, traditional ways of doing business, and it's not that way anymore.
Yeah, and that reminds me of something that I definitely wanted to say here, and that is the reason why I prefer helping people write their own copy, is because when I was writing copy for other people, I found very often they would send me an email and it'd have this phrasing that was just had this great energy, and I would use some of that, and sometimes they'd be like, "Well, you just used my words." And it's like, yeah, but it's the way I used it, it's where I used it, it
Yeah, and
matters.
that's what you want.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
want them to, yeah, because then the people get to meet you, and it's just like, well, you don't even talk like your website, and it's a disconnect.
But
That's
the thing
funny.
is, I feel like the energy is important. The energy draws people in. And if you're an energy worker, you want to go with that. This is what you're teaching people, is to
Right.
get your energy out there. So put your energy on the page. And I think that's true for anybody.
Yeah.
Um, and so I want to read something else that you wrote to
Yeah.
me, because, and I will email. Don't feel like you have to write this whole paragraph down or find or search for it in the email. I will send it to you. You wrote, I know that when women see themselves and allow themselves to shine, they find this confidence and spiritual connection that is unbreakable. They begin to be the warrior of light for their families and their communities. It begins to ripple out into the world. And I love that. And it has your energy in it. And it's just inspiring. So I will send you that because I think it should be on the homepage.
Yeah, that just, you reading that just brought tears to my eyes. It's just like, oh my goodness. So I channel a
Wow.
lot of stuff when I'm writing. Um,
Oh,
yeah, and it's so funny, right?
yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yes, it was. So yeah, you definitely want to use that.
Oh
Those are
my
your
God.
words, or maybe your channel words, but yeah, you love that. So
Yeah, that speaks to my person.
yeah,
Yeah, you are amazing.
I am. Oh, thank you.
Yes, yes, you are amazing. Like I can't wait to revamp this whole thing this weekend.
Cool. I can't wait to see it. Um, so yeah, and I mentioned that this is where you might want to put the opt-in, and you can
Yep.
put it in more than one place. Um, but this would be a good place. I'm not sure that paragraph might go here too. I'm not sure.
Mhm.
But the the op no shoot the one reason to put it here too is that this does interrupt the flow a little bit, but it's important to have this here.
Right,
Um, and so that's why right here, while people are in this where you're
right,
reading
right.
to them, and then
What do
here's
you, I
some what
was gonna say, what are your thoughts on the pop-up
um
for the opt-in?
yeah, those
I
are,
never liked them.
I know, they they say they are effective, so it's You might,
I might test it out, test both of
yeah,
them.
you can
I
test it.
personally don't like a pop-up. I think it's annoying.
I hate
I
the
like,
pop-ups.
okay, that
And
just answered it for me.
but you know, I'm not supposed to go by what I like or don't like. The thing,
Right.
but I do. I just find it interrupts the flow, um, and it makes me angry.
I feel manipulated.
Yeah, I hate it, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to increase
Yes.
opt-ins. So,
Right.
so people can, like, if people are watching, you need to decide for yourself
Yeah.
whether what you want to do. I think you have to do what feels right, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, but that's a really good question. And before I finish, before I go on to another thing, while you're on that question, uh, people do often put the opt-in um, here. Let me use my little drawing thing. Where is it? This is a good place for an opt-in, but you've got this nice picture of yourself here, and it looks really good. But you might be able to put something here. Um,
Okay.
and this is a typical place to put an opt-in
Okay.
form.
Yeah,
Or
because
it
that's just a waste of
was.
space.
Yeah, you know what? I might be wrong about that because check how it looks on your phone.
Okay. Right. Right.
In fact, one thing I noticed, I did check this on the phone, and I meant to bring that up. When you bring this up on your phone, you get this here, and it
Oh,
takes up a lot of space. So you
okay.
always want to see what your website looks like on your phone. That's
Okay.
really important.
Okay.
So before we finish, do you have any questions?
No, no, this has been unbelievably valuable.
Oh, great. I'm really glad to hear that. And just for anybody watching, I just like this wouldn't be like, okay, I'm done. That's it. Uh,
Yeah,
you
but
would,
you've given me clear, very clear as to what needs to be changed and why.
yeah,
So
that's what's important. And you can't
it
just
is
be,
important.
yeah, change that and then like, uh,
Right, right.
this is wrong. You have to understand why on a level that lets you process that and think about
Yeah,
how to change it, not just like, yeah. So I'm really glad to hear that that's helpful. Uh,
amazingly helpful. Thank you.
you're welcome. And do just send me an email if you have any questions, and I will send you an email with those blurbs that you sent me that I think would be good. And I'll think too about the About page and what we
Okay,
do about that. So,
okay.
all right. So let's stop the screen share. And
Whew,
that was that. And
that was
uh,
amazing.
oh, I'm so
It's like I
glad.
feel like, oh my God, she actually, just from a few emails and going back and forth, you got me.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that has been what I've been missing in my website, is that it's not me.
Oh yeah, and for I mean for anybody, it's important if you're doing energy work, your
Yeah.
energy needs to jump off the page.
Right,
And you
right,
have great energy that's in what you sent
right.
me. So yeah. So and I'm excited
Ah,
for you. I'm excited. I think what you're offering is really cool and
yeah, I'm
uh,
excited. I'm
great.
excited.
All right. So thank you so much for letting me do this with you, and we will be in touch very soon.
Yes, thank you so much, Janet.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye now.